One of the easiest quests in the game, Demon Slayer, knocked out of the way. That's our first step to getting Shadow of the Storm complete. Doric's quest, done. Goblin Diplomacy knocked out of the way. Next, I'm going to go do Night Sword. Night Sword done, on to the next one. And there's Druidic Ritual knocked out of the way. Let's keep it going. Alright, there's another one. Let's keep on going. Dwarf Cannon quest complete. This is actually going to help a lot for range training. And there's Gertrude's cat quest complete. I need this cat to grow for Recipe for Disaster later on in the account. But until then, we're moving on. Tourist Trap out of the way, put both of the experience lamps in thieving, which got me up to 26. 25 is a requirement for dig site, which is what I'm about to go do next. Finally knocked out dig site. I really hate this quest. It always takes me longer than it should, but I finished it. It's out of the way. I don't have to do it again, and let's keep on trucking. Went ahead and bought myself about 500 flax so we could get 27 crafting. Now I know that doesn't really mean much, but basically I'm going to do Elemental Workshop Part 1. That'll give me 5,000 crafting experience, and where I'm at now will put me exactly at 31 crafting, which is the requirement for Lost City. And the reason I did bowstrings is just, it's easy money. I mean, it cost me like 2K, and I made over 60,000. So there's Elemental Workshop Part 1 completed. Probably gonna go ahead and do Part 2, I believe. Yep, 31 crafting, like I was just saying earlier, 32 smithing as well. But I do believe we can go ahead and start Part 2 right away. Let me check really quick. Yeah, we can start right away. I just gotta go to the dig site. So I start Elemental Workshop 2. You know, just getting the ores for the bars. And then I realized something. My cat is not following me. Your kitten is hungry. Your kitten is very hungry. Your kitten has run away to look for food. This is why you don't AFK with a kitten. And there's Elemental Workshop Part 2 knocked out of the way. Feels good to get those easy quests. I love them. They're quick and they give really good experience, especially early game. 35 crafting, 36 smithing. Alright, there's Rune Mysteries knocked out of the way. I wasn't really planning on doing it this early because it's kind of an irrelevant quest, but it's needed for the RD Easy Diary, so I figured I'd just go ahead and knock it out. It took less than 5 minutes. While I was there, I went ahead and grabbed the skull for Restless Ghosts. I'm pretty sure earlier I said I was going to keep my prayer at 13 to do my free-to-play PKing, but I decided to go ahead and quest 25 prayer, simply because to train range, I'd really like to have the Ava's Attractor, and it's just going to be a pain in the fucking ass if I don't have it, so I'd rather just get it out of the way. I'm gonna have to train my prayer through questing anyway. But Restless Ghost is now complete. That gets us up to 17 prayer. And like I said, I'm gonna quest 25 with Priest in Peril, Making History, and Ghost Ahoy, I believe. Biohazard, which is the last quest requirement for the RD Easy Diaries, but we also get the RD Teleport spell, so I can finally use these tabs and make it all the way across the map. That awkward moment when you forget the bird feed out of the cupboard. There's Biohazard knocked out of the way. Time to go get us the RD Cloak 1. Alright, there is Sea Slug complete. I forgot you needed 15 fishing for the RD Easy, so I went ahead and knocked out 30 fire making. I'm going to need fire making for Desert Treasure later on in the series anyway. So the amount of time it would have taken me to get 15 fishing is the amount of time it took me to get 30 fire making and complete the quest, so I might as well just knocked out all those levels at the same time. That is all of the RD Easy tasks complete. I just gotta wait for this mini game to fail, and we can go grab our cloak and our XP lamp. And there is our RD Cloak 1, and I have an XP lamp that will give me 2,500 experience in anything over 30. I think I'm going to throw it on agility. I'm not going to put it on combat because I'd rather just train combat and I hate agility. The absolute best ending to a quest in all of RuneScape. Just my personal opinion. But that is a monk's friend complete. After the little screen pops up, that should get us to like 12 or 13 wood cutting. We need 36 for Lost City. There's the quest, 8 law runes, 13 wood cutting. We can go ahead and start that right now. There's the Golem quest complete. Now for Shadow of the Storm. And we finally finished Shadow of the Storm. I'm going to hit the space bar so I don't accidentally click defense. Oh, that would have been tragic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And ranged. Okay, there we go. Shadow of the Storm complete. That's 10,000 range experience. Should get us straight to 27. Just finished up the natural history quiz at the Varrock Museum. Basically, all it does is give you 1,000 experience in Slayer and Hunter. Obviously, the Slayer is going to help us get to 18 for Animal Magnetism, and we will be doing a lot of Slayer throughout the series, so it's good to have a small boost to start off. That's the Lost Tribe quest complete. Now on to Death to Dorgeshin, and we can finally start range training. There is Death to the Dorgeshin complete. The reason we got that is for the range and thieving experience. 2,000 of each gets us up pretty much to 29 range and 30 thieving. So we're going to go ahead and start a little bit of Slayer grind, train some range. Once we hit 18 Slayer, we can go ahead and start on getting the prerequisites to Animal Magnetism and then finishing up Animal Magnetism. Okay, that is Ernest the Chicken quest complete. Now on to Priest in Peril and then Animal Magnetism. And there's Priest in Peril done. Ghosts Ahoy knocked out of the way. Animal Magnetism knocked out of the way. This is going to make range training a truckload easier. Now we won't have to worry about picking up our knives every 10 seconds. So I just finished up a Hill Giant Slayer task and I actually got a giant key. So I think I'm going to go try out the Obor boss. I'm not too sure how it's going to go with 1 defense and no protection prayers. Not to mention I'm only 43 combat, 40 attack, 51 strength, and 35 range. But I guess we're going to find out. I'm actually going to go ahead and mage this task. It's got a pretty easy safe spot to access, and I've still got like 10,000 fire strikes to do. Range experience, I mean, with the cannon alone is going to get me probably 30,000, maybe 35,000 range experience an hour. So early levels are going to be ridiculously quick anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mage this task. Use a cannon in Obor's lair. I'm going to try it out. Obviously, if not, it's going to be a wasted key, but I'm not really worried about it because, again, I've never done the boss before, and it seems to be a relatively easy boss. The mechanics are simple, but like I said, I have no protection prayers, and I have 1 defense, so he's probably going to rape me anally. It says he's weak to range, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get a maple bow and some addy arrows and just hope for the best. Or has no prayer or anything. I had an inventory full of sharks. I tried to tank a lot of his hits on 1 defense and no prayer, and it worked a little bit, but you can bring a cannon, and actually if you lure him to this spot right here and put your cannon here, every time it shoots, it double hits. So it was real easy. It took a couple minutes, but got the kill. Got me a average drop, I guess. But yeah, it is possible. Yes, boys, let's go. We just hit 60 ranged. I'm back here at Sand Crabs because I got like 140 shades as my task, and they are the fucking worst. The absolute worst Slayer task you can get on a pure. So I just said, fuck it, you know what? Let's go train at Sand Crabs. Let's go work on our strength, and let's get fucking PKing. Let's go. So I was just gearing up in my melee outfit, which, by the way, no, the iron plate looks fucking stupid. And I just went and picked a couple up. I only had 2 iron knives left. Man, what luck. Yo, what the fuck is this dude wearing? What the fuck? That is like the noobiest outfit. Yo. What the fuck cape is that? Is that just a yellow cape? Oh man. And then he hops after trying to steal my shit. Don't you fucking hate it when people try to crash you and there's an open spot right fucking here? Right here. All he had to do is walk his dumb fucking ass right here. Jesus Christ, man. And there we go. 60 strength. All right, that puts us at 60 strength and 60 range. You guys know what that means. It is time to go do making history, get us 25 prayer, and to knock out the other quests for mithril gloves, and then myth gloves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is making history complete. That gives us 25 prayer. We may get a crafting level as well. Let's check it out. Protect time 36 crafting as well. All right, awesome. Now we can start working on myth gloves. I actually just realized I've got to grow a kitten and complete fishing contest and big chompy bird hunting. I believe I can do that part of the quest. If not, I'm going to feel really stupid. But I'm just going to complete this easy clue that I got from sand crabs real quick, and then we'll be back. Fishing contest complete. We can move on to big chompy bird hunting, and then we will do myth gloves. I promise. I know I keep saying it. I'm a fucking idiot. Forgot about the pre-quests. We're going to do it. It's going to get done. All right, that's big chompy bird hunting completed. I missed the quest screen, accidentally clicked off of it, but that is the last pre-quest for Recipe for Disaster to go up and get myth gloves. Ladies and gentlemen, a biblical moment for our account. We have just completed the Evil Dave subquest of Recipe for Disaster, which is the final subquest that we needed to complete mithril gloves. Now, I had to wait, I don't know how long it is, like 4 hours for this cat to grow from a kitten. It took me about 15 minutes to get all the spices. But if we go ahead and go to buy items, myth gloves, we've done it. We've completed our goals. Now let's have some fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going to wrap up episode 2. You're kind of getting a sneak preview of what is to come in episode 3. We're going to do a lot more training, hopefully get some free-to-play PKing in, hopefully also a lot less questing, kind of spice up the content a little bit. But until then, I'll see you next time.